What's going on? So I was scrolling through TikTok as usual, just trying to figure out what's going on, and I found this very interesting situation going on. So there's this TikToker that I've been knowing since I found out about the app by the name of Brittany Lockridge, I believe her name is Queen Lock on TikTok. And so if you don't know her upbringing, she was raised in a black family. She is a white woman, but basically lived her entire life in a black family. And she came out and said that she switches up when it comes down to maybe her being in the presence of a police officer. She gets pulled over. But for the majority of the time, she uses what is known broadly as African American vernacular English. So a lot of people were very upset about that, not happy because how dare you speak like a black person, this, that, and the third. But the thing I kind of like about Brittany, she's very unapologetic about her upbringing, unapologetic about who she is. So check this video out here, and then on the other side, we'll get to my thoughts on everything.
Alright, so this is my first video of 2023, and clearly it's probably going to be a problematic one, but that's okay with me, so let's get it. First things first, let's go on ahead and nip this shit in the butt, because people keep asking me, Brittany, did you say it was okay for white people to say the N-word? No, bitch, I never said it was okay for white people to say the N-word. I said if you are white and have ever said the N-word, own that shit. That's what the fuck I said. Stop putting shit in my fucking mouth. Next, people keep saying, Brittany, how come you just can't be who you are? Why are you trying to be something that you're not? Okay, first of all, I am being who I am. The problem is that you don't want to accept me for who I am. Y'all are expecting for me to act like how society thinks all white people are supposed to act like. Y'all clown ass motherfuckers just don't want to accept the fact that I'm a product of my environment and that I was raised with nothing but black folks. I mean, yes, my mom is white and Hispanic, and my sperm donor who didn't want shit to do with me is full-blooded white. But the man who raised me since I was 6 months old is black. My granddaddy, my aunties and uncles, and all my cousins and that was there for me and accepted me for who the fuck I am are black. So I grew up with my black family. I am a product of my fucking environment. You motherfuckers just don't want to accept me for who the fuck I am. I accept me for who the fuck I am, and I am who I am. So y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. But here's the thing, right? You got two sets of white people, just like you got two sets of black people, right? You got the racist white people, and then you got the white people that's like, hey, if you vibe with me, I'm going to vibe with you. I really don't give a fuck about skin color, right? It's the same thing with black people. You got black people who sit up here as like all for black power, black this, black that. They don't want white people to say shit. They don't want white people in their life. They don't want white people to do shit for them type shit, right? It's the same thing for black people on that side as well. You also got black people that sit up there and it's just like, hey, if you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. If you vibe with me, I'm gonna vibe with you. It is what it is type shit, right? So I would be a naive motherfucker to sit up here and think that all black people are gonna accept me for who the fuck I am. No, because some black people can't even accept their own people for who the fuck they are. Just like there are some white people that can't accept other white people for who the fuck they are. And that's a them problem. They ain't got shit to do with me. See, I get both white side and black side people that are ignorant that come from me and say, why do I talk like this? I need to be who the fuck I am. Well, I have been. You motherfuckers just don't want to accept me for who the fuck I am. And that's a you problem. However, I got more fucking love and support from black folks and white folks on both sides still. And to all the people out there that show love to me, that support the hell out of me, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, a part of the LGBTQ or not, I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. And we coming into 2023 just like that. Fuck everybody else that got a problem with me. Y'all can kiss my ass with your tongue out.
So I don't understand the anger of how someone speaks. Oh my gosh, you're talking black and I don't like that, this, that, and the third. But when you really start to look at it, does every black person speak 100% alike? I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia, living in Chesapeake now. And the way that I talk around my people isn't the same way that you would hear people down in Florida talk, up in Baltimore, up in Detroit, Chicago, New York. There are multiple different ways to communicate depending on where you are. So, in my honest opinion, I don't think that you talk this way because you're black. You talk this way because of your environment. So when you start looking at it that way, in a psychological terminology, would be nature versus nurture. This isn't nature. This is nurture. So when it comes down to nurture, she was nurtured by black people. So being around that environment, being around that way of talking, that is going to be how you communicate because that's what you know. If I were born in the Virgin Islands and lived my life with islanders, I would speak in the way that you would hear people speak in the Virgin Islands. You ever noticed how when there's a family that immigrates, the parent talks with this accent and their English isn't as great? That child moves and then is integrated into a society where the people around them talk a different way, and then they basically get that, and that's how they speak. When you're around certain people, you're going to integrate into that culture. I don't think this is a big deal the way everybody else is making it seem not to be. Honestly, I think there are bigger issues in our community that we need to be taken care of outside of worrying about what white person talks how and them using words that aren't white people language, whatever you want to call it. Stop talking black or whatever. I don't care. So honestly, this is all much to do about nothing. I made a stitch to Aunt Karen talking about it on TikTok. Actually, I'm gonna put it up here. See what y'all think about that.
So use it all the time, sis. Not when it's just convenient.
Y'all sure do love picking like the most irrelevant stuff to get like bothered by. Like, why is this a thing? Please tell me. Please. Are we really bothered by this? That she doesn't want to use INGs on a regular basis? So you ain't gonna see her in real life anyway, so why you bothered? And then outside of that, I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace, love, Pop Tarts. Always remember to drink your water. See y'all later.
Motherfucker, I've been mortified, 45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them niggas slide. Homicide, genocide, televised, emphasize, perpetuating war. Tell that nigga he gon' pick a side. Hood ties from hood lines, now niggas doing dope lines. I'm running to the cops, that's a big exercise.